Right now on Fox 35 News at 5, the councilman who wrote these posts online is talking to Fox 35.
Pathetic.
After his peers voted to boot him off the council.
And that's a slap in the face.
Tonight, he tells us why he's not moving aside.
Stardust Racers at Epic Universe could be reopening weeks after a man died riding this coaster.
We're tracking a lot of rain on the way for this weekend, potentially some flooding too. I'll let you know who's going to see the most rain.
And we start with breaking news at Epic Universe. Stardust Racers expected to reopen as early as tomorrow. We broke that news on Florida Live right here on Fox 35 this afternoon. Thanks for being here. I'm Amy Caulfield in for Luann tonight.
And I'm Manny Martinez in for John Brown. It's been 2.5 weeks since a man died riding the coaster. The president of Universal Orlando Resort sent a letter to team members. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger joins us live from Epic Universe. And Marie, based on that letter, it seems they're making some changes, but not to the ride.
That's exactly right, Manny. They are going to be adding some signage to the outside of the ride, but as you said, not making changes to the ride itself. Now, the family of the man who died after riding Stardust Racers has been saying that they feel the ride might not be safe. They've been questioning whether it's safe and asking to do their own review, but it seems they'll have to wait on that, or at least the ride is going to be opening before they get the chance to do that.
Universal says they did a comprehensive technical and operational review, working closely with local and state officials, as well as the ride system manufacturer and a third-party roller coaster engineering expert, and determined the ride systems functioned properly. Attorney Ben Crump says just because the ride functioned as it was intended doesn't mean the ride is safe.
Other riders have come forward to talk about that they too sustain injuries.
Universal also said, although their team members followed procedures, they will be updating operational procedures and attraction signage to reinforce existing ride warnings and physical eligibility requirements at Stardust Racers and other rides. We talked about that with a theme park expert who has been on Stardust Racers.
This signage is going to go into a little bit more detail to explain this is a high-speed attraction. This is a thrilling attraction. There's a lot of G-forces. This is going to be a lot on your body.
As for the family of Kevin Rodriguez Zavala, the man a medical examiner says died of blunt force injuries after riding Stardust Racers, their grief is still raw.
It's difficult to process.
In her statement about Stardust Racers reopening, Universal Orlando President and COO Karen Irwin said she extends her deepest sympathy and condolences to Zavala's family.
We did reach out to the attorneys for Rodriguez Zavala's family. We're still waiting to hear back. We'll let you know what they say when we do. Live in Orlando, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35 News.
Marie, thank you. The Florida Department of Agriculture just sent us this statement about the ride. It says, following the incident, Universal contacted the department as required by Florida law and voluntarily invited the department to observe all testing and inspections, which exceed state requirements. Looks like we're having a little trouble with that graphic, but it goes on to say today Universal informed the department that they intend to reopen Stardust Racers on Saturday afternoon, that being tomorrow. And you can stay on top of the death investigation at Epic Universe on the Fox local app. You can scan the QR code there on the bottom right corner of your screen to get the app. It's free to download on all of your smart devices.
Well, right now, those rain totals are starting to climb across Central Florida. We have had showers throughout the day with heavy rain expected into the weekend as well. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Berggren joining us now.
So, Noah, the rain, it's not going to be even spread. Some of us are going to be getting more than others.
That's exactly right, Manny. We've already seen the rain, guys, more prevalent on the beaches. And if you're here visiting us and you had plans to plop a beach chair down, maybe have a cocktail, go swimming, I mean, you look right now, there's not even a spot to put a beach chair. This is the scene for the beaches for about 5 more days. Very rough, some erosion, especially at times of high tide, and a very high rip current risk. Any swimming is strongly discouraged at all of our East Coast beaches indefinitely for about a week. We've got some showers again, moving east to west. Nothing major, but again, rain here and there, and at times it's heavy. A couple of showers west of DeLand going towards Umatilla and Eustis. A couple of showers by OBT through Williamsburg going towards SeaWorld and Universal. A little shower about to come through the Kissimmee area right now. So some showers lingering through the evening. Off and on, it's breezy. Temperatures into the 70s. Highs tomorrow for your Saturday. We're in the mid-80s despite the clouds. The rain chances are high tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but notice the significant drop in the rain by the middle of next week. I'll walk you through that in the Fox model, and we've got some activity in the tropics to talk about in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Noah. We'll see you in just a little bit. Now to a Fox 35 exclusive. The Palm Bay councilman facing backlash for making controversial posts online is speaking only with Fox 35.
His name is Chandler Langevin. He tells us that he should have worded those posts differently. His comments come after the city council voted to censure him and asked the governor to remove him. Fox 35's Esther Bauer joining us live right now with more on this. And Esther, he says he's not going anywhere.
Amy, he told us he is definitely not going to resign from his position, but did confirm with us that he lost his job and also had to resign from a county school board of directors that he sat on all this week. Now, people who were deeply offended by these comments are wanting him to apologize, and now they're really wanting the governor to get involved.
I hope that the governor deports you out of these chambers and out of that door.
In a 4-1 vote, the Palm Bay Council is sending a letter to the governor asking him to remove Chandler Langevin from his seat, which Langevin calls
pathetic and a poor excuse for American, constitutional republicanism.
The councilman posted on X this week to deport every Indian immediately. Indians are destroying the South, and there is not a single Indian that cares about the United States. He did not apologize for those comments on Thursday night, and that hurt Sita McGee.
And I'm thinking to myself, is this dude for real? Like, all you have to say is, I'm sorry. Say, I'm sorry.
She wants the governor to suspend him so the community can heal.
Freedom of speech comes with a responsibility.
The councilman says he can say what he wants on social media.
I'll probably just double down.
Would you have done anything differently so maybe it wouldn't have ended up here?
Yeah, I shouldn't have spoken in absolutes, and I should have been more clear about my language. So I will take responsibility for that.
When a social media message comes out to deport every Indian immediately, can you understand the fear or why they felt like we have to come out and we have to say something?
I can obviously understand the fear. I still don't think that that's necessarily I don't support the tactic that they used.
The councilman also believes he was targeted after organizing a Charlie Kirk march a few weeks ago.
This was an orchestrated attack by the local leftists in our community.
And the councilman says he has not heard from the governor today about a possible suspension. Coming up later tonight at 6, we asked a political scientist about the possibility of him being removed and why he says he's not convinced that will happen. Reporting live in Brevard County, Esther Bauer, Fox 35 News.
Esther, thank you. In Marion County now, does this guy look familiar? He is wanted for allegedly pulling a gun on a teenager. Take a close look at the photo. Deputies say this person was at a bonfire after Forest High School's homecoming game on September 27th. Now, at the party, he got into a fight, he pulled out a gun, and he fired shots at a teenager. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
New at 5, a big drug bust in Marion County after deputies say a driver crashed during a police chase. Deputies say they found 116 pounds of marijuana in the back of the car. It happened Wednesday afternoon on I-75 near Ocala. Deputies say Wadley Gaspard drove away from police in Gainesville. They say he was weaving through traffic before smashing into a guardrail and then into a semi-truck. Even after the crash, deputies say the suspect managed to run out of the car, only giving up, deputies say, when they threatened to release the canine on him. Gaspard now faces 2 felony charges. Caught on camera, 2 men seen ransacking a store inside the Volusia Mall. Daytona Beach police shared this video with us this afternoon. They're still looking for these guys. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay joins us live. And Chris, the suspects made off with bags full of stuff.
Yes, they stole thousands of dollars worth of clothes and shoes. And as you mentioned, Manny, they caught the entire thing on camera. The issue is they had on gloves and masks, so the police need some extra help identifying them.
Daytona Beach police are on the lookout for two males they say broke into a store at the Volusia Mall about a week ago. Surveillance footage from Release Boutique shows two thieves going section to section, grabbing whatever they could get their hands on, stuffing it into garbage bags. They got away with just under $5,000 worth of clothes and did nearly $10,000 worth of damage, knocking over shelves, shattering glass, and kicking through sheetrock. Police are asking for the public's help finding them. You're asked to contact Daytona Beach Police with any tips.
Once arrested, they're facing charges of grand theft and property damage. Again, this happened about a week ago here at Volusia Mall. Reporting live in Daytona Beach, Chris Lindsay, Fox 35 News.
Chris, thank you. Fox 35 News at 5, just getting started. Still ahead, Sanford's stink saga continues, and it might actually be worse than we thought. Not one sewage issue, but two. We are going to get to the bottom of what's going on.
And Hulk Hogan's legacy goes big, literally. The beach, the bar, and now a 2-mile trail bear his name. Everyone can train, pray, and eat their vitamins just like the Hulkster.
And a mom says her son's playtime has turned into a legal battle.
He can't even read. He can't spell public nuisance or annoyance to the neighborhood.
The HOA says her kindergartner was seen swinging on a tree branch and they want mom to pay. Why mom says they're not getting a dime.
All right, in the tropics, we're watching a medium chance of development in Orange over the next week. I do think that could become Jerry next week. There is technically a small chance of development by Florida, but we don't think that's going to do much of anything for this weekend.
Welcome back. New at 5, a mother says that she's in a fight with her HOA over her 5-year-old son. The association even hired an attorney.
And Amy, she says it's all because her son climbed a tree in her community. Fox 35's Matt Trezza is live in that neighborhood in Orange County. And Matt, the lawyer says it's a liability, but the mom says it's kids being kids.
Yeah, that's right. Ariel Barner says her 5-year-old son plays around this tree just like any normal kid.
This magnolia tree stands near the bus stop where Ariel Barner's 5-year-old son Owen gets picked up and dropped off from kindergarten.
He loves monster trucks. He loves dirt puddles, high boots, a hat. He's a boy. He likes mulch. He likes trees.
But this tree is at the center of her problems. Barner says she got this letter from a lawyer for her homeowners association. It states that she's violating the HOA's declaration by, quote, failing to supervise the children by allowing them to climb and swing from the tree branches of the trees that are property of the association. Barner, who's new to the community, says yes, Owen swings on the branch like any normal kid.
He does. He tucks his little knees and he swings back and forth on the bottom branch.
She says that's no reason for the HOA to get a lawyer to send her a letter threatening legal action. She says a simple conversation with the HOA president could have solved everything.
I think as a mother, I still would have asked her, please speak to me if you have confrontation or issues with my 5-year-old. He can't even read. He can't spell public nuisance or annoyance to the neighborhood.
The letter also demands Barner pay $382.16 to the HOA for the cost of the lawyer's involvement. The HOA president declined to comment, but we spoke with the association's lawyer. She says one of their main concerns is liability, like if Owen falls from the tree.
There is a potential that if a child is injured while on association property, then they could sue for damages with respect to the common property.
She says the $382 fee is negotiable, and they just want to make sure Owen doesn't play on the tree.
That's the ultimate goal here, is just to have compliance with the governing documents and to protect the association.
Neighbors say it's a quiet community, and there's no reason to make a fuss about kids being kids.
They're kids, you know? Gotcha. And instead of being in front of a screen, I'd rather him, even if he pulls off a couple leaves on a tree, fresh air and sunshine, it's good for children.
Barner says she plans to talk with a lawyer before making her next moves. We're live in Orange County. Matt Trezza, Fox 35 News.
Thanks, Matt. Right now, we do have a live look for you out at the beach. That's the Hard Rock Hotel camera there in Daytona Beach. You can see there's some rough surf out there and some dangerous conditions. You definitely don't want to go swimming right now. Lots of rip currents. And in Brevard County, firefighters have actually put out a beach safety alert.
So let's go now to Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Berggren.
Hi, Noah.
Hey there, Amy. I almost said Luann and John.
The stars had to align for this to happen.
Yeah, this is quite the combination that y'all at home. Morning crew and then weekend and nights, and I don't even know what the schedule everybody's on now. But, you know, surfer I am not, Amy and Manny, and especially not with 1 foot, probably be pretty hard to surf. But if you are a surfer, it's going to get better into the weekend. But if you're not, you really shouldn't be in the water heading into Saturday and Sunday. All right, as what is expected, it is 5 o'clock on a Friday. There's traffic in Lake Marion I-4. However, showing you the camera because we've got some rain out there. And you can see from the Evermore camera looking off in the distance, some showers, but a lot of notable weather across the country. This is a live view from Chicago, Manny's hometown area, where it is substantially hotter than it is here. It is actually 91. The high today so far in Chicago. This is up in Syracuse, New York, where it's going to be 50 tonight. It was in the 30s a few nights ago. But if you look on the treetops here, this is looking away from downtown Syracuse, you can see a couple of trees starting to change the foliage. Little bit of that starting in the northeast U.S. where it is very nice and sunny, but the reason why it is windy here is actually because of the weather in upstate New York. It's clear there, very strong high pressure, and that's what's causing the east wind, the rough surf into Florida right now. But look across the country, I mean, man, it's quiet right now. However, there is a pretty notable headline that most of the eastern U.S. has been dry. Here's the rain as a percent of normal in the past month, and notice all the yellow and brown. That's rain less than a quarter of what's normal from New York to Ohio to Illinois, Texas, Oklahoma, the Deep South, the Carolinas. There's just been no rain or precip. Here's the rain over the past week, and notice a goose egg essentially from northern New England to Texas. The only real rain has been in the coastal Carolinas and the east coast of Florida, where we still do find some showers moving from east to west. You can see them here right now. There's nothing severe. There's no lightning. Technically, we are now out of the rainy season, which does end at the end of September. We average about 7 to 8 inches of rain per month from June through September. In October, we only average about 3 inches of rain, so it gets more than sliced in half. You can see a couple of showers moving from east to west. So if you're heading out for dinner plans, just bring an umbrella with you. There's not going to be any lightning or anything like that, but a little downpour in Deltona. We had a decent downpour in Lake Mary. That's going to slice between Apopka and Tavares in the next few minutes. It's gusty, and it will stay gusty through the weekend into early next week. Temperatures are held down because of the clouds, the wind, and the showers, 70s to 80s. It'll be gusty now into next week with tandem areas of high pressure over New England in the Ohio Valley. All right, so the rain heading through the weekend is going to be most prevalent on the East Coast. There'll still be showers inland, just less. Here's the rain through next Monday. Yellow on here is over 2 inches. Anywhere you see orange is over 3 inches of rain. And again, Brevard County to Flagler County, friends, that's where the rain is most prevalent. Here on the Fox model, look, would I cancel your plans this weekend? No. There's rarely washouts in Florida where it rains the entire day. That rarely happens. However, any hour of the day, tomorrow and Sunday, like today, there'll be passing showers. The only change for tomorrow and Sunday is there's more showers than what we've had for the last 2 days. Here's 1 o'clock tomorrow. Notice things moving from east to west, but if you're going to the theme parks, definitely bring an umbrella or a poncho or a jacket. If you go to the theme parks tomorrow without a rain jacket, you're probably going to be not having as much fun as you would be otherwise. So hopefully that helps you plan for tomorrow. So high rain chances through Monday. It's going to stay pretty windy through the middle of next week, but the rain chances will come down pretty notably towards the middle of next week.
All right, thanks. Noah, still to come. Daytona Beach's Main Street Arch getting a makeover. Hurricane damage now fixed, but the original charm, it is still standing strong. You don't want to miss it.